in an age of lawlessness and despair. The empire of man lay in ruins, torn asunder by civil war, and racked by famine and plague. Desperate, unscrupulous men deserted the temples of their fathers and gathered in forbidden cults, seeking the favor of the dark gods. And so it was, in the year 2301, that a Kurgan warlord named Asavar Kul united the savage tribes of the Chaos Wastes and made war upon the realms of men. The invaders entered the distant northern kingdom of Kislev and sacked its largest city, Prague. They sacrificed its people to their dark gods, and any who managed to flee were driven into the freezing wilderness. The Empire seemed powerless to stop the Chaos Horde, and many feared that the end of the world was at hand. But in the Empire's darkest hour, a nobleman from the south named Magnus rallied the people of the Empire to resist the invaders, uniting the warring Elector Counts in the process. The Imperial army marched to the rescue of the Kislevite capital, fighting Kul's army in a massive battle outside the city walls. Joined by mighty heroes from all across the land, Magnus defeated Kul in single combat, and the Chaos Horde was scattered to the winds. Blessed by the gods and heralded as the true Emperor, Magnus returned to Nuln in triumph. But even as the old world celebrated Magnus's victory, the Dark Gods were planning their revenge.
Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Give It a Shot. Give It a Shot is a first impression series where I play a game I've never played before, and I see if it's worth playing a little bit more. Up today on Give It a Shot, Warhammer, Chaosbane. We're playing on PS5. So, full disclosure before I go anywhere further in this video. I'm trying out a different way. This is the very first video I'm doing it, where it's recording in 4K, and I'm going to edit and upload it in 4K. So it's going to look nice. Now, I don't have full control and easy access to volume settings, so I don't really know how it sounds right now. I don't know how it's mixed. Second, I don't really know if trophies are going to appear on the capture or not, because I'm doing it directly through the PS5. With that out of the way, let's please pick our starting class here. Well, why would I ever start there? Okay, there we go.
The life of a wood elf is one of tireless service to the great forest of Athel-Loren, protecting it from those who would do it harm. Sometimes, however, it happens that a young Azrai is born with an urge to wander. An overpowering curiosity and a desire for adventure that will not be denied. Known as the Windborn, these wood elves can be vexing to their elders, but have the potential to become great rangers if their adventurous nature is properly harnessed. And so young Windborn are given leave to wander the wide world for a short period of time, no more than 100 years, to see all they can of the wider world before returning to the Athel-Loren and taking up their duties. You had been wandering the old world for little more than a year when you heard the news of Asavar Kul's invasion. A human named Magnus was raising an army to drive back the Horde. It sounded like an epic adventure, the very thing you'd left the Athel-Loren to find. And so you crossed the depths of the Great Breakfall to find the Imperial army.
There's a lot of screen tearing.
You slipped into the army camp and made your way to Magnus's
Look on the
tent,
bottom third
where you
of the
offered
screen.
your services as a scout. Impressed by your skill, Magnus accepted and made you a part of his growing retinue. Thus began your first great adventure, guiding the growing human army across the Empire and into the frozen lands of the North. The great battle outside the walls of Kislev was more terrible than you could have imagined. You kept close to Magnus during the fight, and joined him in the heroic charge that slew the Chaos Lord and turned the tide of the battle. After the battle was won and the dead put to rest, you returned with Magnus to the city of Nome, where a hero's welcome awaited you. But the noise and bustle of the human city has begun to wear on you, and the urge to wander has taken hold again. As the sun sets over Nome, you wonder if the time has come to leave the city and seek a new adventure elsewhere.
Alas, it is time to seek a new adventure elsewhere. Hello, everybody!
It was an age of lawlessness
Okay,
and
another
despair.
cutscene, all right.
A time of dark magic, treachery.
6 minutes in here, I've just
war.
been watching cutscenes all day.
It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds. And across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at Kislev leave you restless and on edge. Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations. Foul magic curdles the air, and screams echo in the courtyard outside. The tower is under attack.
Oh no! Maybe
Something's
I'll
happening
do
in the
something about it. There we
courtyard.
go.
If it's trouble, the guards might need help.
Something's happening in the courtyard. Collect the butterfly. No, that's okay.
Ash and Oak, the enemy is here. I must get to the throne room and protect Magnus.
Yes, ma'am. So it's a top-down action RPG. Oh wow. She's very fast with her bow.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
I'll deal with
no.
them. You have my oath on it. Where is Magnus?
Upstairs in the throne room, there's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
Yes, sir.
As you reach the
Okay,
throne
here we
room,
go.
the air seethes with foul magic.
We got a little bit of yard
Chaos
time, but
sorceress
back
stands
to the
before
narrative.
throne, and Magnus, the savior of the Empire, is caught within her spell. There is only one thing left to do. Shouting an oath to the gods of the forest, you ready your blades and rush to save the future Emperor. By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over.
Oh,
the
dear.
sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room. But these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters, the Empire's feared inquisitors, led by none other than the infamous Heinrich Voss. You are under arrest for the murder of the Emperor Magnus, Voss declares. You try to tell him about the sorceress, but Voss refuses to listen. I see no sorceress here, he shouts. Only you and a room full of dead men. Confess your crimes, elf, Voss threatens. We will have the truth from you one way or another. After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know. But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once! Teclis, Lawmaster of the High Elves, regards Voss coldly. Alessa has told you the truth, he said. It is you who have refused to listen. Teclis examines Magnus in silence. He lives, thank the gods, the High Elf says at last. But he is in the grip of a powerful curse. It is only a matter of time before he succumbs. No one outside this room must know what happened here. If the people learn that Magnus has fallen, then everything he fought for will have been for nothing. The fate of the Empire lies in our hands. We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him.
Well, that sure'd be a shame if old Magnus died. We got a trophy.
There are
Yeah.
dark and terrible forces at work in the city. If we are to find the sorceress and defeat her, We must confront the dark cult that has taken root in Nuln and expose its secret master.
There is nowhere in this forest of stone that they can hide from me. By shadow and steel, the cult will pay for what it's done.
I saw you fight it.
What?
Okay. Alright, move on. By sword and stone. Oh, the sewer level. Okay. I hope we fight large rats or spiders. Well, I guess it's not a rat or a spider. No, that looked like kind of a rat. Kind of radish. Radish, Hmm? Ah? Is this thing on? Hello? There's the rats. Yeah, it's a fun class to play. Hey, get off of me. I got a tunic. So I like action RPGs of the top-down 3D persuasion. One that really surprised me a couple years ago I played. I think I did give it a shot for it. It was Van Helsing. I really, really liked it. I played that all the way through. Well, the first one at least. I didn't get to like where the second one was. That one got kind of bad reviews, but I don't know. At that point, I had played the first one for like 40 hours, and I was looking for something else. Still very good. And I would go back to it one day, for sure. Anyway. So like I said in the beginning, this is a experimental episode of Give It a Shot. After I'm done editing, you know, if this is all usable, if it looks very good, then, you know, we might do more like this. I am kind of giving up a lot of control doing it this way, but the video should look nicer, which is good. I mean, it's been years since we've produced anything that wasn't at least 1080p in quality. But you know, times are a-changing, and the capture card that we use for PlayStation, it's a 1080p capture card. So even if you're producing a 4K signal to your TV, it's only going to capture 1080p. And 4K capture cards, that's a little much for me right now, considering I have not made a penny off of this channel. So whatever we do, it's on the cheap. Ooh, spinning blades. Oh, I like spinning blades.
Oh, I need to focus.
Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Not to make this episode more about what I'm trying to do with this episode rather than the game. The game is, it's pretty good so far. I also wasn't able to, like, select a difficulty, so I'm just enjoying. Oh, look at this. Oh, I like that it changes cosmetically. That's nice. Let's do that. Very Diablo 3 menu screen. But Diablo 3 did it really well. I would would say with Diablo 3 Console Edition, there's probably once a year I play the heck out of it for a little while. There we go. Kill him. Oh wait, there's still gold over here. Yeah, there's really nothing bad with this so far. I mean, I have definitely played bad action RPGs on the channel, on Give It a Shot. I know what a bad action RPG is. And this is not ticking any of those bad boxes. Okay! Very nice! That's it?
I'm not afraid of men.
We didn't come out in a different part of town or anything?
I have hunted the foe in the...
I mean... Woohoo.
Very some.
Very up. Very up. Christy and I have also experimented with grabbing the streams, like streaming an episode or two of Give It a Shot, and then just grabbing the stream right from Twitch. Okay. That rat is not a bad rat. And I mean, it's still 1080p, 60 FPS video, but it's still like, you know, there are times when the stream needs to catch up. The PS5's on Wi-Fi. I don't have it hardwired in yet because that involves running a 75-foot cable through walls, and I just haven't gotten to it this year. I have all the equipment and stuff. I just haven't done it. Because we're talking about like drilling holes and putting up different outlets. It is running wire. So many rats. Rats with wings. And I believe this is a Warhammer game. I don't know anything about the Warhammer universe. Is it a War? Yeah, it's a Warhammer thing, right? What is that? Nothing? Here we go. I want to gather everybody. Too bad there's no combo killer or anything like there is in Diablo. That would have been very satisfying. It was still satisfying. Oh, I have another skill. Okay, I'm gonna try out the skill when I get next to the next group of enemies. Oh, cool! It's like the Paladin's Hammer. Stop comparing it to Diablo. No. Well, I'll try. So with a choke point like that, it would be good to throw my sword. Yeah, you can view it in the skills menu. Yeah, I mean, the skills are fun to use. My arrows have like a little ricochet off of an enemy, it looks like sometimes. enemy stuff and like dungeon instances are, I don't know, maybe a little generic, but what do I know? You know, I haven't designed a fantasy universe. Oh dear.
I must first recharge my energy.
Well, my little rogue is very well off. I don't see myself getting in too much trouble during this game. I might look into how to up the difficulty a little bit. Ooh, or maybe do a hardcore character. Oh, I always like doing those. I don't know what is going on outside, but I'm hearing metal scraping. Lord knows. Okay, so now I'm back in the sewer? Well, okay, anyway, I'll get out of this quest or whatever. We'll turn into the High Elf, and we can call it an episode. We'll focus on attack. I've made my decision. Oh, this is the PS5 version. It's out on both. Master Archer. Can't wait to try it out. That's all it does. That's kind of boring. Oh! Never mind, I take it back. It's not entirely useful for that exact scenario, but it is nice. Yeah, the fan of arrows is my bread and butter, I feel like. Oh, I guess that's everything.
Damned crappy.
Okay, great, we found the missing person. Great, let's go check in with the boss, and then we'll be done.
Never seen.
You never see rats this time of year.
It is so...
Not
Not which one, which one. Great. Well, I'll walk and talk, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for Give It a Shot today. This was Warhammer Chaosbane, and it was alright. It was okay. It's certainly not a bad action RPG. I would probably play more of this, and I didn't hate it. I have a few other games on my plate right now to play, like, just for funsies, just for me, so this goes on the list. But it was pretty good. Thanks again for joining me. I'm going to see you guys next time. Goodbye.